Fresh off their biggest victory of the 2013 season, number 2 ranked Florida State returns home here to Doak to welcome NC State this weekend. Welcome to your official game preview brought to you by shop.seminoles.com. I'm Scott Kodak. It's not only another ACC Atlantic matchup, it's an opportunity to honor the greatest coach in college football history as Florida State welcomes home the legendary coach Bobby Bowden. When you talk to a number of the players, they could not be more excited to welcome home Coach Bowden.
Legend in the coaching game. I mean, legend that put Florida State where we are now on this pedestal that people represent us now and say, oh, that's the Florida State. You know, he dominated his whole coaching career. So, you know, just to, you know, be under a guy like that, that's just great. You know, I just know coming back, we got to play hard for him. We got to make this an exciting game for him.
Just seeing him here on the field, you know, being able to plant that spear, you know, it's going to be an amazing moment. I'm looking forward to it. You know, if you can't get hyped for that, I don't even know what else you can do. See him on the sidelines, you know, it's going to be just like when I was a kid, just dreaming about him coaching me when I'm in the backyard playing football. So it's going to be awesome just seeing him there.
It's what's right about the world. I mean, he made Florida State. He was Florida State. That's why we have this stadium. It's why we have the facilities. It's why we have academics. It's why we have the school. It's why we have everything. Coach Bowden allowed Florida State to open the doors and raise money and be great to come to Florida State, not just athletically, but academically.
It's going to be an honor to just be on the same field with Coach Bowden. I had the opportunity to meet him once doing recruiting, but I mean, it's going to be a big game for us, and I'm glad we hit the dope.
Now for a closer look at the Seminole offense led by quarterback Jameis Winston, here's Jonathan Shalacy.
Florida State's offense is very reminiscent of the old, which is very fitting with Bobby Bowden returning to the sidelines this weekend. The Seminoles rank first in nearly every offensive statistic in the ACC. They have the most scoring touchdowns with 41. They have the best total offense with over 551 yards per game, and they have the best scoring with over 51 points per game. On the flip side, NC State's defense ranks 6th in the ACC, 5th in passing, and 7th in rushing. But the Seminoles are not overlooking the Wolfpack this year as they look back to last year's game.
It was disappointing, you know, very disappointing to come up short in NC State, you know. And that's a mistake, you know, we don't want to make again this year. And, you know, by Coach saying that, you know, it's not a revenge game because, you know, that was a totally different team. And those guys still, I'm pretty sure, still have that bad feeling, you know, in their mouth. And for this team, we don't want to even have that feeling, you know, for the guys that was there and know what that feel like, and we know we're doing our best to not let that happen again, and that starts with practice and preparing the right way.
It was a struggle. I mean, we came out there, we were winning 16-0 at the half. I mean, everything was going right. Then the next half, everything just went downhill, so we don't never want to feel that feeling again.
It was only 3 weeks ago when Seminole fans had the defense in the crosshairs after a disappointing performance against Boston College. Do fans remember that now? Yeah, I don't think so. After 2 dominating performances, only giving up 14 points in the last 2 games, including 7 of those coming in the final seconds in a dominating win against Clemson. The Florida State defense now ranks 6th in the nation in total defense, and they've been dominating teams in a variety of ways. The next test for the Seminoles is this weekend as the Wolfpack of NC State come to Doak Campbell Stadium. The last time the Seminole defense was on the field against the Wolfpack, they were giving up the game-winning touchdown in Raleigh. And believe me, these Seminole defenders, they want to atone for that mistake by preparing well this week.
After that game, you know, that was a horrible feeling because, you know, we had the same goals that we have this year, you know, and have them beat us, you know, it sucked. And we want to do everything possible to not have that same feeling this year. And we just want to reach our ultimate goal. And we're going to do what we got to do to stop these guys.
Just like Maryland and Boston College in past weeks, the Wolfpack come off of a bye and know they will have several tricks up their sleeve for the Seminole defense. Coming off of a big win against Clemson and having a primetime matchup against rival Miami next week, this has all the makings of a classic trap game. But players say they promise no more letdowns.
I think all the history of the letdowns and the false hopes that we've given people, the fans and things like that, I think that's driving us even more this year. And this team is just really driven off of all the old letdowns that we have. So right now we just more focused than ever, and we're ready to play.
Kickoff scheduled for just after 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Remember, Seminole fans, get in your seats early for a great pregame ceremony honoring Coach Bowden, and we just can't wait for that awesome moment when Coach Bowden plants that flaming spear at midfield. It's NC State and Florida State on Saturday afternoon at 3:30. So here at Doak, I'm Scott Kotick for Seminoles.com.